Welcome to Dylan Has Movies. I'm Dylan. I have movies, and today I wanted to start a new segment where I shift the focus of movies to the physical media counterpart. I wanted to talk about new releases, older releases, see how they look, just basically whether or not if it's worth it for you, the viewer, to maybe pick them up and add them to your collection. So I think I'm going to call this bit the Blu-ray Corner, and to kick things off, I'm going to talk about Jim Cummings' most recent film to hit DVD and Blu-ray, The Wolf of Snow Hollow. I got to see this last year in 2020, and out of the 150 or so movies I watched that year, this was easily in my top 10. I liked it that much. So when they announced that a Blu-ray was coming, I was super excited, super happy to get it, because I also have his previous film, Thunder Road, in my collection, which is also a tremendous film. I think you guys should check that out as well. But I digress. We're going to be talking about The Wolf of Snow Hollow. So let's crack it open and take a look. The plot is centered around the small Utah town of Snow Hollow as a series of grisly murders are taking place. The local police are attempting to get a handle on things, but they're having little success, which brings upon the ire of the town, as they feel like the law enforcement aren't doing enough to protect the townsfolk. Shortly after hearing the details surrounding the state of the victims, the town begins to suspect the unthinkable has happened. They're being preyed upon by a werewolf.
Any sign of sexual abuse?
Sheriff, that part of the crime scene is missing at the moment.
I was drawn to writer, director, and star Jim Cummings after seeing his 2018 film Thunder Road. And if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It is a phenomenally well-made film, and it's equal parts hilarious. It's also very devastating. It's sad. It touches your heartstrings, makes you giggle. But there's also numerous parallels between Thunder Road and The Wolf of Snow Hollow, and I think that's Jim Cummings playing to his strengths. Both films focus on a main character that is a member of law enforcement. In Thunder Road, it was Officer Jim. In Wolf of Snow Hollow, it's Officer John. Both have a emotionally distant ex-wife. They've got a young daughter that's not exactly receptive to his presence. And both have Jim Cummings starring, writing, and directing in both films. And I think Jim Cummings is falling back on this character often because it works out in his favor. I think he does a really good job portraying these archetypes.
I'm sorry, John. No, it's fine. Thank you for doing that. But had that been another member of my team, what you just pulled right there, that could have ended in a shooting.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and that would have been lights out for Ray.
Jim Cummings is great in both the director's chair and in front of the camera. He's got an excellent sense of comedic timing with some genuinely funny deadpan delivery, and his use of levity helps break up tense moments in both this film and Thunder Road. But to a certain degree, it feels like a crutch labeled old reliable. And I don't mean that as a form of negative criticism lobbed towards Jim. He's very good at it. His characters seem to be made of strong moral standings, with a firm sense of right and wrong, but flawed with the inability to admit when they're wrong. They also refuse to let someone else take charge or undermine them in any way, and when contested, they often get flustered, quickly leading to an occasional socially awkward exchange. But yeah, Jim has been playing to his strengths for 2 movies now, and I'm kind of worried because this is a can that can only be kicked so far down a hallway. But, I'd like to see him embrace more serious roles and push out a little bit less comedy with each one. But still, I think he does the roles very, very well, and I like seeing him in that position. So if he makes another one where he's basically the same person again, that's fine. He does it well. I like it. But at the same time, I would like to see him exercise his more serious chops in a more serious picture.
Oh, fuck you!
But enough about all that. You came here to hear my thoughts on the film itself, how it looks, and no more tongue wagging. Let's get down to the picture quality. The Wolf of Snow Hollow boasts a really nice image quality, and I think that's due to having been shot digitally. The picture quality is really solid, and everything looks really, really nice, but there's nothing being done here that makes it stand out as a landmark for the format. Now, most of the colors have been diffused, which doesn't look bad, and I actually think it helps make the image more accurate to that of a dreary small-town murder mystery. The moments when you see blood is nice. The reds are deep and vibrant, and they stand out considerably against the snow. And the bright reds and blues of the police lights also help cut through the flat image palette. The added fact that this was shot digitally and not on film means that there is no grain to be found in the image, and while I am a supporter of film grain, I love me that film grain, I'm not going to mark this as a negative. I think speaking entirely based on visuals alone, The Wolf of Snow Hollow looks fantastic. It's a great looking film. Warner Brothers is killing it with their releases. They're doing phenomenal work and showing them their ability to put out a film as little known and as, very inexpensively made as The Wolf of Snow Hollow, and still making sure that it looks really, really nice for the physical release, and it's not just them slapping it on a disc and putting it on store shelves. I think that speaks volumes of not only the film, but also Warner Brothers' ability to optimize movies for physical media. I think they're doing a really, really great job with that. So now, with all of that out of the way, let's talk about special features. I love special features. It's like free film school. Anybody who wants to get into movie making, watch the special features on your favorite DVDs. You'll see a breadth of knowledge. It's wonderful. And Wolf of Snow Hollow is no different. There are special features. However, it's lacking, and I'm happy with any amount of special features. Sometimes they would just put them on DVDs, just the movie, and you wouldn't even get so much as a commentary. So I'm thankful for any little bit of special features that we can get a hold of. But it's mainly shakes out to be about 15 to 20 minutes of material, so it is it's on the light side, which isn't great, but I'm still happy. So for the special features, we've got the impetus, working with Jim Cummings, the story and the genre, and the design of the werewolf. So there's a handful of things that are on screen now, as you can see. So I like seeing how things are made. So I'm very happy with as little, just a crumb of special features. I'm happy to see that. In the end, I think that this is a solid release from the filmmakers and Warner. It's a really fun film with lots of great moments, with atmosphere and levity mixed in together. And if you're looking for a good horror comedy, I think that this is an excellent choice. It's got a cast of likable and amusing characters, good action, and a lot of laughs.
That is your job. Your job is to find the suspects.
It's a fantastic film. It's a really fun film. It's very funny. It's very well made, and it shows the acting and the directing chops of Jim Cummings. I really, really like it. This is a solid physical release, and it's a really good story. It takes the traditional werewolf movie, the idea behind it, and just flips it on its head, and it becomes just a really fun and new experience. So The Wolf of Snow Hollow from Warner Brothers, it's getting a big recommendation for me. I love this movie, and I think more people should see it, and it's on Amazon for like $15. Get it, support it, it's so good. And then when you're done with that, watch Thunder Road, because it's even better. There's nowhere to go but up. So anyway, I've rambled for a long time. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Dylan, this is Dylan Has Movies. This is the Blu-ray Corner.